Today is Monday the 30th. Sorry, where am I? Hello guys, this is Ray from Next Forex Trade, and today is Tuesday the 30th of July 2019, and let's just kick off with today's positions that I'm looking at. So yesterday I did enter a trade on the Euro JPY. This has, as we can see, this has gone against me, so I am in a losing position here. And you'll see from the other video, the reason for me getting into this was deeming this as a downtrend, seeing the price being overbought on the daily, so likelihood of it moving lower. The 4-hourly was showing nice signs of interacting with the upper channel of a standard deviation channel around it. And at the time of entry as well, what I would have seen in this price action on the hourly, which is our chart in the top right here, just put a standard deviation channel around that, I would have seen the price interacting with the top at this level, and the bearishness on these other charts would have given me the insight that this price could move lower. Now, not long after entry, the price did kind of reverse on me, started making it, broke through these previous lower highs and started to move higher towards my stop loss, which is this red dot up here. Now my stop loss placement was based on it, on me deeming these as lower highs, and my stop was above the lower high. Bear with me one sec, just to see what this alert is about. Turn it off just for the time being. Okay, we'll come back to that in a sec. So yeah, sorry, that's one of the things of doing this live. There are things that go off, and I need to look at just when they happen. But yeah, in this we were seeing that the Euro JPY did break through previous higher lows, and at that point what I decided was to move my stop loss to break even, because even though overall this is still pretty bearish, there's still pretty good reason to be short on this. There's information in the lower time frames, at least, where the price action has changed, and it's just telling me you know, it's worth getting out at break even rather than trying to push for the one-to-one reward to risk. So I still do have the likelihood of the price moving back up towards these highs here, around here, but I would say probability is still in my favor that the price is going to move lower. So rather than exit here, you know, a loss, what I'm doing is just using what I know about price action to make a decision to get out at break even. So we can see this is a 15-minute chart I've got here. My break even is around about here, which in terms of what I'm reading into this price action here looks viable, right? Because we've got lower lows and lower highs. The price is currently within a standard deviation channel as well, so we'd anticipate it to at least come down to these levels here, which is also previous support. So it's likely to find support around this level where my take profit is, and that will get me out at break even. I've protected my capital. Even if it does go, you know, turn around on me, I may manage it a bit more and decide to take a lower loss than the full 1%, which would be up here. But this is just the way that I'm managing this trade here. So yep, as always in life, things don't always go as you want, but you can, especially in trading, you have ways to manage when things don't go anticipated. You can take steps to protect your capital, and really that is the end game. Without any money to trade with, you're out of the game. So it's kind of protect that at all costs. So let's just have a look at some of the other things that I had an eye on. So CAD CHF was another one on that I had. Oh, was it CAD JPY? This is interesting because this is another pair that I'm considering taking a position on. Let me just Of the two, no. So the CAD JPY is another one that I'm considering taking position on. And the thing about this is you need to be aware as well of the correlation between currencies. So just have a look at how this is moving on a daily at the moment here. So we've got higher highs, higher lows. Just focus on that chart there. And then I'll go back to the Euro JPY, which is another Japanese cross. And we can see it's pretty much the opposite. So we're seeing lower lows and lower highs on this. So what this tells me is that these currencies are negatively correlated. So as one moves in one direction, the other moves in the other. So this means if I'm short in this and long in the other, then, and I've got 1% risked in each of them, effectively I've kind of doubled my exposure. So it's like 2% risk overall, because as one moves higher, the other moves lower. So just trying to find a CAD JPY again. If opening positions, I just need to be aware of that, so that, you know, I'm not increasing my risk or kind of negating my effort, so that I've basically got a flat position overall. So this I'm actually looking for longs on, and the reason for that is we've seen these higher highs here and higher lows. It's interacted with our lower standard deviation channel. The 4-hourly here has come up. It's effectively this move here that we've seen. The 4-hourly, hang on, that move, no, I think that's that entire move there. Yeah, so those that's just more granular there. But what I've been waiting on this is to see signs of it break these previous highs that we saw in the price on the 4-hourly, which it did yesterday. So what was confusing about this in terms of taking a position is it was in a bit of a limbo, in that we saw the price encapsulated in this area here, but there was this move also, which up until yesterday, come on, up until yesterday was still looking like this, right? So it wasn't possible to tell whether it was breaking higher to make higher highs in the context of this, or whether it was just making lower highs and lower lows in the context of this move down. So when it did break this kind of previous area of resistance that we saw here, right, so these highs here, this previous support, that was a good sign in terms of anticipating some more bullishness and to give more context to this move here going up rather than this move down here. So let me just get rid of some of these lines because it can get a bit confusing. Let's put this back and this back. So I am bullish on this at the moment, but the thing is getting a decent entry on this, and it's not quite there yet. So if I look at the hourlies here, what I'd want to see really is some signs of a reversal candle off of this area of support that we've seen from the standard deviation channel, or just a support line that I draw in. And at the moment that's not there, so I'm trying to save myself from an entry. Also, if we look at the 15-minute, the 5-minute, these are still really quite bearish. We've got this price action showing lower lows and lower highs. Same on the 5-minute. Really, what would make this more credible would be some kind of move past, in fact, this previous high here, right, on the 5-minute here, on the 15-minute here. So to start move back up and pull back, or yeah, this could go either way. The way I anticipate this panning out is there being finding support along the level that it's at the moment, right? So it starting to show in the next few candles support here, basically off of these previous levels that we were seeing, right, previous highs, because it's going to be a tricky level to get through. It's right at it at the moment. So if the next few candles are very it's very flat there, that would at least give a indication that this is a pretty strong level, and I can have my stop loss below that, and or the price starts to move up and break these previous highs and pulls back, allowing for an entry to the long side there. But this is it just needs a few more few more hours, I would say, to really make a decision on this. So I am bullish on this, but I just need some more information really to make an entry decision. I think those are the main things to cover today. I'm going to try and keep these a bit shorter than before, these videos, because I think half an hour might be a bit too long. This one is 10 minutes, so I don't know, leave some comments. I'm still trying to find the exact format for these videos, so if you give some feedback and you find these interesting or useful, just let me know and I can adjust the format accordingly. But yeah, that's it for today. What I will do is be back to you tomorrow with updates of how the trades went and for other positions that I may take as well. All right, see you later. Bye.